Hey there YouTube, so today is an update on my previous tutorial video on how to make a bootable USB, and this is for any distribution of Linux and Windows, and I think Mac. If you hit a Hackintosh ISO, you can do this too, and all you need is a simple program called Unetbootin, and I forgot that I had this on my computer. Basically what it does is it asks you for oops. It asks you for your password to go into super user mode, and then you would select disk image. You'd select the USB drive that's in here. You'd find the USB image. You'd have to go on Linux. You'd have to go into your home directory, and then go to wherever it's located. And personally, I use a lot of Linux, so I don't know, let's just use something like OpenSUSE, and hit OK, or open I mean, and then you'd select USB drive. If it was selected on hard disk, you would go to USB drive, then select that, or whatever one your, whatever location your USB drive is located at, and then hit OK and wait for it to, since I guess I already have one on here, yes to all, it just goes through, and it doesn't take as long as your GNOME disks does. It actually takes a lot less time to go through this one than the other, because it actually properly writes it, which is an issue that I noticed with that program, is it doesn't always write properly. So go ahead and download Unetbootin for whatever system you've got. Find the file, the ISO for the operating system. You can also do this with any Windows, even pre 90s versions. And I figured out that it works. I've used, or pre 2000s, my bad. I've used Windows 98, 95, and stuff like that. I just had to remember the product codes that I had pasted somewhere on a piece of paper. Sometimes it'll get stuck here, but just let it do its thing, and then it'll install a bootloader for the USB, which is basically, instead of going through an actual bootloader that the Linux distro has on it, that sometimes does not register when it boots up the computer. It'll use its own and make sure all the options are entered in correctly. And once it's done, you can reboot and then boot from the USB by probably hitting F12 or something like that on your keyboard. That's what I have to use because of the certain computer that I'm using, Toshiba laptop. Anyway, it'll finish up, and hopefully it'll finish up for this video. But it shouldn't take that long. It should only take a minute or so instead of like 4, which is really, really stupid, and I don't know why it would take that long to write an ISO to a flash disk, or a flash card, or a flash drive, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, as soon as it's done, you just you can either restart later, or just to test it out, you can restart then as well. So yeah, once it's done, just do that and you should be fine. Thanks everybody for watching. Hope you enjoyed this. If you did, hit the like button in the bottom right hand corner of this video, and subscribe for more.